getting based on the sequence we are going to respond the call. So queues are used in call centers, we have seen to it. And apart from this, where the queues are used, you can notice that if the single printer is there in an office or the place, common place where it is. Yes, good Siddharth. In your CPU scheduling, when a single printer is using the same device, what happened there, it follows the queue process. And moreover, in the CPU scheduling your CPUs will be using this queue process. So these are the places where we'll be using queue. Yeah, wherever we're saying this railway station ticket, booking ticket in the railway station, and apart from the state ATMs, everything comes under real-time example where we people are standing. So when you're going at application wise, these could be the best example, guys. Okay. And you can take that any online applications like you're trying to book a Tarkal ticket. What happened? Minimum 5,000 per person can able to access the particular website at a time. So when it is going beyond it, one person has to log out. Then only the next person can able to log in. Okay, but that's not a queue process. It is uh, like a stack process. Okay, so this is all about the example of queue. Today we are going to see with the stack. So all those, this stack is a memory, and this particular memory is available for the real-time application. So this stack process, queue process, we are implementing in a real-time application. So when we say queue, what we told, whomever is coming first, they will be served first. First in, first out. What about stack? How the stack works? Already I given an example for stack also in the session. How does a stack works? What is stack? Okay, we'll be having last in, first out. Last in, first out. What is the example we can take for stack? Queue is first in, first out. Here, those who coming last, they'll be going first. Okay, good. Undo operation in your notepad or whatever, or Word or wherever you do undo, you'll be having the stack operation. Whatever the last operation you did, it will be undone. It will be, we can do the undo operation. Apart from this, where else? What is the application you are using? Stack. Come on, lot of application. Even you are using in your real time, day to day life. Think to it. No idea. So those who coming last will go first. This is a process. Think to it. What is the real time application you are using? Okay, good. Reversal of a string. The whatever the character entered last is going to be reversed as a first one. Okay, reversal of a string. Okay, Siddharth. Okay. Expression evaluation. So this is the important one which we'll be dealing with in the forthcoming session. So your question will be, they'll be asking us to evaluate the expression infix, prefix, postfix. Okay, this concept is an important one. Evolution of expression. If you want to evaluate some expression, you'll be following the stack memory. And apart from this, I taught you about recursion. Could you people remember what does recursion use it? Stack or queue? Recursive call. Function call, right? The function call or recursive call, it uses stack memory. Okay. Apart from this, what I can say is some real-time example. Normally, you're using WhatsApp, right? In WhatsApp, one of your friend has sent message yesterday night, and few friends has sent today morning. Which message will be at the beginning? The last message what was sent, the recent message whatever they sent will be at the beginning. So whatever the message you are receiving from your friends, or whatever the photo you are taken. Let us assume last month you have taken one photo and right now you are taking one photo. Which photo will be at the top? The recent photo will be at the top. So all those things uses stack memory. Apart from this calls, whatever you are doing, the recent call will be at the top. So where your mobile device uses stack memory. Got it. And apart from this, you can notice that the mails what you are receiving. So you can notice that the recent mail will be at the top and the older mail will be at the bottom. Even if the mail is read or not read is not a important one. So whatever is coming first will be at the up, which are coming at the last will be at the down. It is like stacking your notebook. When some teacher asks you to submit your notebooks, once the task is done, the person those who are submitting the notebook first will be at the bottom. Those who are submitting recently, those persons will be at the top of it. This is a simple example. These are the real time example which are going to use it. And apart from this, in case of multiple implementation, program wise also we are going to use it. Have you heard about backtracking process? Aquim problem is an important problem where they'll be implementing backtracking. This is the important questions, guys. Aquin problem. Lot of questions are there for backtracking. Okay, if at all 8 queens are there in a chessboard, you are supposed to have a movement of it without having any conflict. This is the 8 queen problems. These are the company specific questions. Okay, and we are having n number of implementation. Just I have given only few implementation here. These we are having n number of implementation like this. So whenever I say stack, previously what we said, what is the structure of a queue? A queue is like this in structure, isn't it? Isn't like that in this structure. Those who are coming first, there will be a two end, one is front end and other is your rear end. So initially both the person will be at the -1 position. This is what we are seeing. Both the person will be -1 position. When the first person is added, he will be added to the 0th position, and the second position, when second element is added, it will be added to the first position. So your friend remains at the position. When the data is keep on added, your rear is keep on incremented. So your insertion is done at your friend. Your insertion is done at your rear end. So your insertion is done at a rear end, and where the deletion is done at your front end. This is what happens in case of your queue. In case of stack, what happens here is, here we are having only one end. Stack is like a box opened at only one end. So here in case of queue, what we said, we have two pointers to track the queue. One is front and other is rear. Here, since we are going to have only one end, we are going to have only one pointer. We can keep the particular pointer as top. Initially, my top will be -1, which denotes that there is no value in a stack. If at all you want to insert the data in a stack, it can be done only one end, that is your top end. Increment your top to 1, then try to insert the data. Then increment the top again 1, then try to insert the data. This is how the insertion happens. For each and every insertion, you are supposed to increment your top value. Got it. For each and every insertion, your top value should be incremented. So the position of the data is tracked by top. And here the same as we see previously in case of queue, here also I'm going to have two operations. One is insert and other is delete. These are the two operations possible. Here in case of insert will be naming as push operation. For in terms of insert, I'll be naming as a push as a operation. The same way the deletion operation is named as a pop. These are the operations which are going to do in a stack. Is it clear what is stack and how is stack implemented? Shall we go ahead with the implementation of it? Guys, are you clear with the stack concept? This is how the data is stored in a stack. We'll never have two n. We'll have only one n for a stack. Okay, good. Now we'll go ahead with the programmatical part. Just give me a second. Let me check whether it has opened. What happens to this Jupyter notebook? It's not getting opened. Multiple files. So let me try to open at this existing file. We can modify it. It's getting late, right? Okay, let me right now do in a notepad or Excel. Then later on, we'll try to paste there. Notepad is not going to work. You okay? Then let me take ideally, guys. Okay, it will be the better option. Just give me a second. Ideally, it will open. Here you will be getting only MCQ questions, ma. After seeing this one, we are going to see one important concept, that is nothing but how to implement this evaluation of expression. You'll be having questions from evaluation of expression. They'll give you some expression and they'll ask you to evaluate the expression. So you should know how to evaluate this expression. This evaluation of expression is an important point here. So before that, you should know how the stack process is done. Just give me a second, ma. Everything is getting stuck here. Okay, just give me a second. Is this editor visible? Guys, just give me a quick response. Is that visible? Yes, right. Okay. Okay. Right now we are going to see with the stack implementation by using linked list. So whenever I say linked list, we'll have two important person. Who are those? One is node, another is a particular class what you're going to implement. So inside this node, we'll be having diff double underscore init, and here, since I'm going to access it by using object, I'll mention self here. Here, this node will have two part. Guys, since we have seen all those things yesterday, just I don't want to repeat the same process again. I guess you people could understand. If at all you didn't understand, just let me know. Okay. Self dot next assign none. So just I've declared a node with two elements. And after this, we are supposed to declare a stack class, and followed by stack is a class. Okay. For keeping track of my stack, how many persons are there? Only one person is there. The particular person is top. So let us define my top. So usually in case of in linked list, what we did, we have mentioned this double underscore init with head and tail. The same way for a queue, what we did, we are initialize it with the front and rear. And here I'm going to have only one element called top. So let me declare the particular person as an instance variable. Now this is done. What I had told you, here we are going to have stack process. In case of stack, we'll have two operations. One operation is push, another operation is pop. Push is for your insertion and pop is for your deletion. So we're going to see with these two operations. So first let us create object for this class. So let me mention LL assign stack. So your object will be created when this process happen. Okay. And after this, what happened? So you can notice that after this, you're supposed to call your push. LL dot push. You're going to call your push operation. So now let us write logic for your push. Here, let us assume I want to insert data 10 to it. So what is the structure? We know that the structure will, once we do like this, the structure will be like this, isn't it? And here, top will be initially, there is no value in the top. Since there is no value in the top, so your top will be none initially. Now we are supposed to insert the data 10 to it. I want to insert the data 10 here. Now we are going to see with the insert operation. Okay, here let me declare diff followed by push operation and followed by self here. So this is done. And here what you're supposed to do for your here, this is all about your linked list. So even when you're pushing, what you're supposed to, I should create a linked node, right? There should be a node, and this node will have two parts. One is data part and address part, and whatever the data passed here should be inserted here as 10, isn't it? This process should happen. So now we'll do one thing. Here we are passing some data, right? I should receive here with the parameter. So let me mention data here. The same process as your linked list. After this, what you will be doing? I'll be creating object for my node. Once object is created, a node will be created. After this, what should you do? You should insert value for a node. This particular node has two part. Okay, in two part, right? I should insert value for my node. So inserting value is this particular node is denoted by the variable name called object name called current. So this person is current dot data and this person is current dot next. Okay, so I'll be having current dot data assigned. What is the data passed by the user will be assigned here. This is done. And after this, what I'm supposed to, so this is done. After this, what I'm supposed to increment my pointer with a current value. I'm supposed to assign my pointer to a current value. So what should I do is I should check. Normally what will I do is I'll mention, just a minute, ma. Let me draw this diagram properly. See here, this is an important point for you people to understand. So this particular stack is there and this is a node we are created, and here initially a top is equals to none. This is the initial value and we have inserted data. If for here let us, we are passing 10 here, so this is done and this person will be none right now. Okay, here I'll be checking two conditions. Normally top will have the current node address, isn't it? So if I add one more node, for example this is 20, what should be the next part of it? So what should be the address of this? What should be the address of the next part of it? For this it is none. After this no more data. So in case of stack you are going to come top to bottom. So here after 10 no more data is there. After 20 what should be the data? Guys, already there? So let me put one more also if required. If there is 3 data, your top will be here. If it is 30, after 30 what should be taken out? Come on. After 30 what should be taken out? 20 should be taken out, right? So what should be here? Here should be 20's address. 20's address should be there, isn't it? The same way after 20 what will be taken out? After 20 what will be taken out? 10 will be taken out and this could be a 10 address. Okay. So after 10 nothing is taken out. Nothing should be there. Should be none only. So you should not modify the next part of it. But when you're trying to insert the second node or the third node, then you're supposed to make the next part followed by this address. So here I'm going to write one if condition for the first node. So now I'll mention if at all my self dot top equals to none, which means that right now the person is empty. There is an empty list. I'll modify my self dot top assign my current. So my current will be updated with the top. So right now if I am updating my top will come here after the first iteration. So if at all the created node is a second node, so this process will happen, data will be inserted. My self is not equals to none. It has some value. It has the first node value. In this case, what should I do? I should update my top to the address of my current element, isn't it? I should update my top to the address of the current element, and the address of this particular next node should be updated to the next part of the new node inserted. Is it clear what I'm saying? So if at all the node created is the second node, is not the first node, in those cases, let us assume this is the node which are inserted. In those cases, you should update your top from here to here. Then you're supposed to update the next part of it for the second element or the node which is from the apart from the first element. For the first element, it should not update it. It should remain as none only. The reason is after this, no more data is there. We are going to fetch the data from top to bottom. Deletion is going to done by top to bottom. Okay, so here we'll be mentioning a condition else. If it is not there, just you're supposed to you're supposed to make this address. First, what you're supposed to do, the address stored in the top should be changed here, isn't it? The address stored in the top should be assigned. So the reason is no other person is having the address of the previous node. Only top is having the address of the previous node. So first change your address of the store this address in the current node next part. This is the current node. So store this address in the current node next part, then try to change the top. If you are changing the value of the top first, what happen? You will lose the address of this person. Then it is not possible to make a link here. Got it? Now I'll mention here self dot. Okay, should be current, right? So current dot current next part should be modified with whom? It should be modified with self. And after this, what should I do? So I should modify my top with the value of current. Guys, got this one? Why I'm mentioning two separate steps for push? Do you have any doubt on it? You can let me know, ma. It is an important step. It will be little reverse in case of linked list. Come on, is that clear? Give me a confirmation. Clear, right? Okay. And after this, we'll go ahead with the display operation. We'll display and check it. Then we can go ahead with the pop operation. So whenever you're working with this editor, just be cautious with the indentation. Okay, you will never have any intimation regarding the indentation error. During your execution, it will show you. The same process, guys, for displaying. So for displaying, what we'll have? We'll have one iterator, and this iterator starts from where? Where does this iteration starts? In case of stack, where your iteration starts, ma? If you want to display the data in your stack. Next part of a second node. What happened, Shamir? Next part of a second node. Yes, you can notice here, current. Current denotes the newly created node. After changing this next part only, just I'm assigning it, then only I'm changing the top of it. If third node is a current node, then next part of a third node is changed, then I'm updating. This is used for changing the next part. Okay. So for display, where should I start my iteration? From the top. Okay, here we doesn't have multiple option. From the top only I should display it. So if the stack is like this, if the datas are like this 10, 20 and 30, if it is like this, your top will be at this position. Your top will be at this position. I'm supposed to pop out the element one by one from the top end only, no other go. So here, while the same condition until my ITR not equals to none, I'm going to execute this for each and every operation I'm supposed to perform display operation. So print, I can mention here ITR's data has to be displayed, and followed by it we can have some arrow mark, guys. It will be easy for you to look at. It will give you some clear view. Ends with space. And after this, for each and every iteration after displaying the data, I should move my pointer to the next just by mentioning ITR10, ITR assign ITR dot next. So this is done. Now let us go ahead further and we'll try to display LL dot display. Okay, just we did only two operation. We'll just try to display it. Whereas the error stack is not defined, should be uppercase. Did we mention lowercase here? Guys, is that clear? Guys, is both the screen visible, ma? Is the output screen visible for you? Come on, make me. No, it's not visible. Okay. Just a minute. Give me a second. Let me share the entire application then. Okay, now look at it. can notice that the data are inserted in the order 10, 20, 30. But how the data are fetched from it? Data are fetched from it in a reverse order. The reason I told you is whatever the data you're putting in a stack will be, the first data goes down and next data up to it and next data up to it. So once you're fetching, it will be fetched one in the reverse order. This is how your stack works. Okay, this is all about your the push operation. And next is will come up for the pop operation. Pop, and this is removing a data one by one. So pop also can be done. We cannot able to say that pop this element. So based on the order what it is, it's going to pop it. So pop of self. So popping, what we are supposed to do, let me draw a stack. So we are going to have 10, 20 and 30. We are going to have these data. So if I want to perform pop, I'll remove the data one by one. So which I mean it, I'll remove this data and I'll make my top to reduce by 1. If I want to remove this data, what I'll do, I'll take this address, I'll take the address stored in this particular 30 and I'll store in my top. Okay, I'll store in my top. Then I'll try to store this existing value in the one variable called temp. Then I'll release this memory. This is what I'm going to do it. The same deletion operation what we dealt with previously. So here one important point you're supposed to consider is, guys, before removing, just try to store this address in the temp. Then try to remove it. So just a minute. We'll go ahead further. So what I told you is here popping is done by the top element. So first what you're supposed to declare some temp variable and store the self.top. The element address of a top will be stored in temp. The reason is once the pointer of the temp is moved, I need to release the memory allocated for it. So I'll be mentioning temp assign self.top, and after this what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to modify the top. So self dot top assign. Right now you can notice that this temp will be, so as I said you, this is the data. So if this is a 30 is there, okay, so here right now this is your top. So top is assigned for one variable called temp. So this address has been assigned for temp. And after this, what should I do? I should modify this address, the next node address, to top, so that only I can able to bring my top down. This is the next process which you're going to do is self.top assign. So what is the current node address where it is stored? It is stored in a temp variable. So either you can mention assign temp directly. So temp address will be assigned. Sorry ma. Temp dot next. Temp's next will be stored, or you can mention self dot. Right now top is also pointing to the same person, right? So you can mention self dot top dot next here. So what happened? Tops right now, tops next will be assigned for top. I'm just reassigning it. Clear? Tops next. This is important, guys. Right now your top is at this position only. So top address has been stored for a temp. Then top's next address will be stored in a top. So what is top's next address? If some node is called 20 here, this address could be the top's next address. So this will be assigned here. Once it is assigned, your top will come here and this top will never be here. So this node address is pointed by the person called temp. Now you can release that temp. This node will be deleted. So now this is done. After this, if you feel that you want to remove it, I can mention del dot, it's a del of temp, del temp. So this is deleted. Okay. After this, let me call this display here itself. Display. So for our notification, let me try to print which element is going to be deleted. Okay. So let me print by using fstring. As I told you how the fstring works, you're supposed to put parameter. You can mention temp's data is deleted. Just give us intimation. Temp's data is deleted. This is not a mandatory, guys. Just for your understanding, I'm putting. Listen. That's it. So I'm storing in a temp. Just I'm modifying the top address. Then I'm releasing a memory. Then I'm calling my display method here. Now let us try to execute this one. So we didn't call pop, right? Just a minute. We'll call the pop. We're supposed to call pop. We'll call the pop here. LL dot pop. Okay. So we are calling pop once, or we can, if required, we can call twice. We'll try to do two data here. What happened? 39 data. Some okay typo error is there. We'll modify it. Just a minute, guys. Data. Okay, you can notice here. This is your original list. After inserting, this could be a original list, right? This is the original. Your data is in your stack. And here what I'm doing, first I'm trying to pop out. So you can notice that who is popped out? 50. That last element when the stack will be popped out, 50 is deleted. And next after deleting 50, again I'm calling pop. Again what happened? 40 will be deleted, which is the next element. After this, again just display operation. Is it clear for everyone? Just we are calling pop twice, ma. Come on, have a quick response. Is this clear? So after pushing all the data, I'm trying to display, then 2 time pop. For each and every time pop, it's going to display like this. Shall we move on next one? Yes, right, good. So this is all about your stack. Here I didn't speak about underflow and overflow here for this particular. Here for push, here for push we'll have, when you keep on trying to push, we'll have a memory out of range. When you're going with list or something, here memory overflow we can't able to check in case of linked list. Okay, memory when the data is inserted beyond the limit, memory overflow cannot be checked. The reason is linked list is a dynamic memory allocation. Okay, when you're going with a list and you're having fixed size of value, then we can check it. For pop, we can check it when there is no more element. When you're trying to delete a element, then we can mention as memory underflow. Okay, for each and every time we can check here. Before deletion, we can check, can apply one condition. If my top equals to none, I can mention that print memory underflow or stack underflow. Stack memory is underflow, or generally I mention as memory underflow. Clear with this thing? So normally we'll check whether stack is full or stack is empty. Here I can either the underflow is the technical term, or if you want mention empty, you can mention stack is empty. So when top is none, you're supposed to mention stack is empty. Okay, good. Okay, guys. And now, what is it, Siddharth? So after pop, I made the display operation here itself. I didn't call separately. Whenever pop is called, I'm pre-displaying. Okay, directly I made here inside pop. Okay, I guess you people are clear till this, and now we are going to see with one important concept. The particular concept is evolution of expression. What happened? All of a sudden stop sharing. Okay, let me say this one. So next is we are going to see with the evolution of expression. For evolution of expression, here we will be given an expression, guys, and we are supposed to solve the expression. Okay. So whenever I say expression, so we will be having three types of expression. Guys, is this clear? This whether this screen is visible for you people? It is showing that it's not visible for you. Just let me know. Is that visible? Just giving intimation is not visible for user. Yeah, that's visible. Okay, good. So if we're going to see with the evolution of expression, speaking about the expression, we are having different type of expression. One is infix expression, and next is infix, and next is we'll be having postfix expression and prefix expression. So these are the different types of expression. So here how you will be having scenario. Okay, good. So you will be having scenario that you're supposed to solve expression from one form to other form. Okay, let me give some example for you and then later on you people can try it. Let me give some example for you. Sometimes they used to give a infix expression, then they'll ask you to solve it, then they'll ask you to make it as postfix expression or prefix expression depending upon a question. So here, first let me give infix expression. Infix, and here we'll have a equivalent, prefix, and we'll have a equivalent postfix expression. Okay, postfix. So we'll take some expression here and we'll try to solve it. Guys, this concept is very much important. You'll be getting MCQ questions on this. They'll give some expression. They'll ask us to find appropriate prefix and postfix expression for the particular given expression. So further, you should know how to solve this one. So here, let me give this expression. For example, if the expression is given like this, x into y plus z. This is the expression given. If they ask you to convert as prefix, if they ask you to convert as prefix, the equivalent expression you are supposed to convert it. Let me tell you how to convert it. Listen carefully. So first, here you can notice that the first preference is given for the element inside a bracket. So here in this case of expression, the elements inside the bracket I'll write like this. Then this symbol whatever is there, prefix, all the symbols should be placed before to it. So I'll be placing this prefix multiplication symbol before to it. So this is done. And along with this expression, what you are doing, you're going to add some value, isn't it? You're going to add some value of z. So I'm going to add this z. And what is the expression? I'm supposed to place this expression here and I'll get plus as my output. This is the prefix expression. Very simple, guys. Join this particular the two data and write the symbol before to it. And along with this result only, this z is added. This z is not the separate expression. So I'll add the z and I'll place plus before to it. This is how to convert infix to prefix expression. Actually, I should put in a stack memory and I should show it, guys. As a rough calculation, I'm showing it, which will be easy for you to do it. Come on, is that clear? How to do it? Okay, I will use, we actually this stores in a stack memory. Okay, this is going to be stored in a stack memory, but I'm just showing you people how to find it out easily. Once after looking the data, you should find it easily. Okay. And next is when the same expression is asked as a postfix expression, the symbols will be placed after the variables. Here you can notice the first expression you have already x and y. So I'll place x, y, and what is the operation I'm going to do? I'm going to multiplication of it. Okay. And next what I'm going to add z along with it. So z followed by plus symbol. Is this clear? So this is how to evaluate this expression. Got it? So if at all AB is given, very simple guys. Okay. Let me give one or two examples. It will be clear for if I give AB. So what is the equivalent expression? Here I'll get for AB prefix, a very basic one ma. This is just try to answer. For AB, what will I get? Okay, good. You'll be getting plus AB, isn't it? For postfix, good. You'll be getting AB plus like this. So let me have a next level, which is nothing but let me give the expression bit complex. Not that much. It is very big, very basics only. Also, this also. So if I give x plus y in x into y into okay into z plus t. If I give like this, how the output of our prefix? Guys, look at here. The importance should be given for bracket. Look at here and let me know what is your prefix expression. Make it faster. This will be something interesting, guys. Prefix expression. What is that, Monica? No, Monica, just check with the answer once. Okay, multiplication. Yeah, that's right. Okay, just a minute. Okay, multiplication. That's right. Can I do one thing? Just a minute. If I change this as plus, if I change plus, then I can see the order of it. Guys, just write this for this one, guys. If I write multiplication here, I doesn't know which order you're writing. For multiplication, whatever the answer you're given is right, ma, just modify this expression for plus. So that I can able to find out that whether you're placing plus or multiplication. Instead of this, are modified as multiplication, but plus here, just try to write for this one. Okay, Niranjan, good. Janaki, good. That's right. I could see people are solving right. The answers are right. Okay, Sai Prakash, no. Express solving is not right. Divya, right, good. Harsha, what happened? Only fragment of code is there. Monica, no, Monica. You're confused with this double plus. It should not be it should not be there. Janaki, no. That's for postfix, is that? You're written for postfix only now. Okay. Arsha, no, that's wrong. Shami, that's wrong. Yeah, Janaki, that's right for postfix. Okay, listen here. So here, what is the first listen here, ma? It'll be easy. It's easy one. Listen once. What is the first expression evaluated? X and Y will be evaluated. Prakash, again, the same thing you're doing. No. Listen here. So x plus y. So plus will be placed before to it. And after this, what is the expression you're going to do? You're going to mention. You're going. Listen. No. No, that's not right. Just a minute. Wait up. Listen here, guys. And this operation is done. The same way, take this one and do this operation. So what is the next operation? You'll be having z and t. And what I'm doing addition of it. And this is separate expression and this is separate expression, isn't it? So before the expression, you're supposed to place it. I'm supposed to multiply this resultant with the existing value. So place this multiplication before to it. So this could be the prefix expression for it. So take this one. When I give bracket, your answer is different. When I doesn't give bracket, your answer is different. Okay, your bracket plays an important role. First preference is given for a bracket here. So first I'm doing xy. I'm placing plus before to it. And next this is evaluated. And this plus is based before to it. And this value is multiply along with the existing value. So I'll get this as my answer. So now I want you to try for postfix. Try it for postfix. For postfix. Good, Jamil, good. Good, guys. For postfix, you can able to find out easily. Good, good, Sudhir. Divya, that's right, good. Harsha, that's good, right? Just a minute, Harsha. No. Sudhir, just a minute. Harsha, Sudhir, no, that's wrong. Divya is right. Sudhir, you're supposed to modify it. Harsha, you're supposed to modify it. Ramadevi, that's right. Masha Ragma, that's right, ma. Good. And Ganesh, that's right. Harsha, no. Lakshmi, that's good. Rajesh, no. Santosh, good. Good, Santosh. Okay, shall we see here? We'll look at here. Listen. No, Harsha. I don't know why you people are confusing this much. It is very simple. Look at here. I'll let you know. X, Y. Place plus to it. Before to it. Okay. Okay, yes, Pawan, that's right. Z T. Okay, Z and T. Place before plus to it. What you're going to do this expression and this expression. Multiplying. So place multiplication before to it. The work is done. What I told you first, when the bracket is there, you're supposed to give first preference for it. Do not modify it. Okay. So let me give you one more expression. If I give the expression like this, x plus y, okay, into z minus, just I'm building the expression, guys, u divide by v plus w. If this is the expression, try to convert as a prefix. Look at the bracket and try to do it. Chanaki. Good. Ganesh, good. Ganesh, good. So actually here one more parenthesis should be there, guys. I missed it. Just try to fill here with one more parenthesis. Start typing. Good, 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 guys. Good. What happened, Ganesh? That's for. Okay. Good, good. Nice to see you people. Good. Good. The answers are right. Everyone is doing right. What's it, Pavan? It's not. I couldn't get you. It's not. Isn't. Okay. Okay, shall we discuss? Okay, listen. Yeah, I could understand, Pavan. I could understand. Good. So we'll solve this one, okay? So what you're supposed to place, first we'll have xy, isn't it? Xy and followed by what is the expression before to it? Plus. So along with the result what you are doing, you're going to add z to it. So we'll have z and z will be multiplied along to with it. This is done. Same way, take this expression. So what you're going to do? uv, what you're going to do? You're going to divide it. So after this, what you're going to do? We are going to add w to it. So this is done. So this is separate expression and this is separate expression. Isn't it, guys? Make sure that this plus should come before to division. I could see some people, some one or two has written after. It should not be, guys. Okay. This plus should come before division. Plus should not come after division. Don't do this mistake. Just now I noticed that one or two has did it. Don't do this plus after to it. Make plus before to it. Along with this expression only, I'm going to add w. Along with this addition of xy only, you're going to do multiplication of it. Those who did this mistake, just try to modify it, guys. Okay. Then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to do subtraction of these two expressions. So place minus before to it and join this one. This is all about your prefix. Okay. Postfix. How will you solve the postfix one? Will you send answer for postfix? What is it, Sudhir? Here is 4 expression. Sudhir, I can get you. Here is the 4. Just a minute, I'll try to read it. Yes, Sudhir, this is one expression. Listen here. This expression we are written like this, isn't it? And this expression we are written separately. And you are doing subtraction of both these two. Got it? Sudhir? Okay, postfix people are doing. No, why Pavan? Okay. Which one is confusing for you, Sudhir? Just a minute. Let me try to unmute you.
Hello?
Yes, Sudhir.
Madam, in the first expression, you have written x star y plus z is equal to plus star x y z, no, madam?
Yes, yeah.
The same is repeated in the fourth expression, no, madam? In the first part. You have written star plus x y z.
Look at the symbol. Inside plus, outside multiplication. Yeah, inside multiplication, outside plus.
Okay, madam, okay.
That's it.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Okay, good. X. Okay, good. Multiply along with the Z. Okay. Equals Z. Okay. Good. I could get two different types of answers. One with XYZ and one other with XY, X plus YZ. Okay. Fine. Good. Okay. So we'll discuss this one. We can leave the session. Okay. Listen. So how the answers is going to be? You'll be having these first two values are there. Right? It will be evaluated. So we'll be having X, Y. Okay, followed by plus and followed by Z is there. You're going to multiply along with it. Okay, Z is there. You're going to multiply along with it. And next followed by, you'll be having UV. You're going to divide it. And you're going to have W. And what you're going to do? You're going to do plus of it. You're going to do plus of it. And here you're going to subtract these two symbols. You're going to subtract these two expression here. Got it? Okay. Okay, fine, guys. You people are clear. So in afternoon session, I'll give you few more. What happened? What is that, Niranjan? Ma'am, is there in parenthesis? We get slash. Parenthesis, what is that? I didn't get you, Niranjan, what you're saying. After W, parenthesis there, yes. Just a minute, Niranjan. I'll try to unmute. I don't know what you're asking. I didn't get you what you're saying. Just a minute. Yes, Niranjan.
Ma'am,
Mm.
after U divided by V na ma'am.
Mm.
Then we must, if we need to send these things to the stat, then it will be U, V, W. After it, there will be a division na ma'am, division operation. But you written U,
First,
V.
how will you evaluate this expression? First, you'll divide this one, then only you'll try to add the W value along with it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That is the reason. First, you'll have UV, this division will happen, then W plus.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. If this is even confusing, evening session, I'll explain you one more expression like this. Okay. Is it okay? Shall we discuss by evening?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, guys. Guys, shall we leave the session? We'll discuss more scenarios like this. We can wind up the session. Meet you by evening. We'll discuss some problem statements on infix to prefix. Then we can go ahead further by evening. Don't worry if this question is not sufficient. We'll see a few more questions also by evening session. Okay, Maurya will see all those things by evening. Okay. Just remind me by evening.